Alan may have been glad of the interval, having lost the last 3 frames. Chance for him to regroup. But both of these two are big occasion players, and Murphy stepped up his game. Don't be surprised if Alan answers the call. Shaun Murphy on a run of 313 points without reply, just underlining his dominance in the latter part of the mini session. Mark Allen made 110, an 80, a 70, a 60 in the afternoon session. Hasn't found his scoring boots though so far this evening. Still time.
Well, there is, but he's, I think, left a red again. We know the mid-session interval can make a difference, but it can also be exactly the same as what had gone before. Well, that shot was played deliberately with topspin to stun the white, almost to stop to a standstill and be on the black, but as you can see, it's not quite worked. Played on the black, but not literally on it.
Shaun Murphy, 1.
Yes, there's no reply point at 314, but also 52.5 minutes since Mark Allen last potted the ball. I know that was primarily before the mid-session interval. Well, that is a long time to be sitting out and on a long run without a ball being knocked in, especially in the final. 6-3 up.
Mark Allen searching for his 5th ranking title, Murphy's 8th. But of course for Murphy it would be his first since the Gibraltar Open in March 2017. So it's been a bit of a wait. Of course Allen won the International Championship last month and just a week ago was in the final of the UK Championship.
Yes, I mean the chance to win a ranking event does not come around all the time. I know Allen's been in good recent form, but he should never, belittle the opportunity. Not that he has. He's here and he's playing well. And now he's here. He would love to win it. I think he started the week not so concerned, really. He had a great run in the UK Championship. But lifting trophies is what this game is all about. That's a difficult red. He played it in such a way that he wouldn't leave anything. But the red that he played is coming into play. Virtually on the black spot. Does he want to play the cut back or not? Keeble might be heading into the reds if he does. 55 minutes, goodness.
Is that clock going to stop? Yes, it is. This blue still needs potting though. There's 4 reds out in the open past the blue spot. He's a very resilient player, Alan, and he often produces snooker in adversity. Now, the match is level, so you could argue he's not in adversity, but in terms of losing 3 frames, not putting a ball in any of them, not putting a ball at all for 56 minutes, he's looking to get going again.
Seven. 9. 10.
Well, he might be on the red that he was looking at anyway, but he was looking at it to the right corner.
50.
He's on it in the left.
$60.
There's plenty of reds available
21.
from the left of the table into the right corner here. They're lined up quite beautifully.
22.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone from there, just take your pick.
27.
They're not going in
28.
cleanly. I know they're going in, that's all that matters, but he's not as smooth in stroke as he was. Not surprised. 2 or 3 shots had struggled in this little break.
28.
Yeah, I guess he's looking to get his rhythm back again, but I mean, to miss that, he'll be so disappointed. As you say, though, a couple of the other pots were a bit Jurish as well, so he leads by 27.
One. Eight. Nine.
Well, it feels an important frame now. They all are, I know, but given that in this frame, Alan did get in, and he made that mistake, and it was quite a bad miss, wasn't it? We've just seen. If Shaun Murphy can make him pay, it'll hurt, I think, this frame. Nowhere near there yet. But the 5 reds in the middle of the table, fairly inviting.
60. $70.
Well, that's giving him a choice of 3 reds that he can play.
24.
He's gone round to look at them all.
$25.
Wow, well, that cue ball just kept on running
32.
and running and running.
It did, and that could be critical, although he's now forced to knock in the red down the table. You're right, I didn't think it was going to get that far. I thought it was going to get close to the red, but short of it. Never stopped rolling. The one place he couldn't put the red below the pink. Now, what has he got here under pressure? Big shot. Well, he tried to really float it. He normally hits them with a bit more pace than that.
32.
And that's a let-off for Mark Allen.
One. Mark Allen. One.
So just the roll of you finished so close to that blue. What a tense final this is now. 6 all, just 4 points in this 13th frame. Of course, last year here at the Emirates it went to a decider, but it was a little different there. Neil Robertson was 8-4 down, battled back to win the last 5 frames.
Foul. Miss.
Quite unlucky. He played it at the bottom side of
Mark Allen. 4.
the left-hand red, and he very nearly did. I suspect he'll get another go at this. The problem is it's the most minor adjustment you can imagine to hit the red rather than miss it this time, because he missed it by such a fraction.
Mark.
That was virtually the same shot that time.
Miss. Mark Allen. 4.
Well, he'll try and stay dead in line with that, I should think. Well, he's walked away. But he's in again. I don't think that Mark Allen is ever going to think about playing the shot until he has to, basically, i.e. when Murphy hits one. Well, it was only, I know it was third attempt, but it was actually a tremendous shot. The weight of it as well as the line. good part. I think he knew the cue ball was fairly close to the in-off, actually. But he's going to go behind the brown now and snooking on the yellow. And that's a better snooker than the last one. This is tough to hit. He's right in behind this. And this is the reason he did it, because that was by no means an easy red. It's very tough to hit one and leave it safe.
Well, just for a moment, looked like that red might be going in, but as you say, he's not left it safe. He's left a golden chance for Allen.
Well, this really is a wonderful chance, isn't it? I appreciate players under pressure, but really, the balls are wide open here. And Murphy, of course, already should have won this frame when he got in that time. Cue went behind a red, which stopped him putting a different one.
Six.
Held the spot there. Well, I don't believe it. I do not believe. From there, he's only made 6.
Mark Allen, 6.
That is a huge error. I mean, he was such a chance. What a game this is when the pressure comes on. Look what he's missed here. He hit that one ever so well. He's really got to dig deep and take these.
Six. Nine.
Brown, blue and pink needed to hit the front for the first time since he led 3-2.
And that was also well played. This match is definitely changing. It's been doing it for a while. In this frame for different reasons to the previous 3. In which case Shaun had been dominant this frame. Well, I still cannot believe the red he missed Mark Allen in the middle.
Yes, and of course he'd missed that black earlier as well. So concern for Allen as Murphy wins 4 on the spin here to hit the front. Shaun Murphy now leads 7-6 and Murphy requires just 2 to become champion. I just wonder if the last couple of weeks are beginning to catch up with Mark Allen. He's played so much snooker, of course. 7 matches in the UK Championship where he just fell short in the final against Ronnie O'Sullivan. He actually said, remember on day 1, he said if his match against Liang Wenbo hadn't have been televised, he would have seriously considered not coming here. He is here, but again, this is his 7th match, and the last few frames have not been good for him, particularly that last frame he missed a black early on, and then that red to the middle, when he had the balls at his mercy. But he's a fighter, and he knows he needs to try and dig deep and make the most of chances now, because Murphy is on a real run of 4 frames.
Well, that's a good pot. That is good. That's what he needed, something to restore confidence after the red you were speaking about. Into the middle in the previous frame. This went in very nicely.
Eight. Nine.
Well, I mean, he's got this plant. They're not dead in line, those two reds.
14.
I think from where he is with the cue ball, it's better than being the cue ball being further down. Hard to hit the first ball onto the second one at the right angle anywhere else than where he is.
Turn that off, please.
I've got a phone going off just before a very important shot. In fact, it's still going off. Alan just waiting to make sure it won't be ringing again.
It's not easy, this, you know. Not easy. Well, he's avoided the red coming in the way of the black, which was always something that could go wrong.
50.
Well, his highest break in this evening's session is only 34. Now he had a century, an 80-odd, 70-odd, 60-odd
22.
this afternoon. He knows he's got to try and up his scoring and answer the Murphy charge.
23.
He may have underhit there a little bit, but the red directly below the pink, I think, is on.
28. $29.
Well, playing in that area gave him plenty of reds that he could land on.
35. 36. 43.
And all of a sudden his cue ball control appears to have returned, whereby he's not actually playing difficult shots because he's under so much control.
44. 50.
So it's his fifth break above 50 in the match, but crucially his first this evening. Needs to keep going though. Try and get this frame won in one visit.
51.
He's got terrific will to win. We saw that yesterday, of course, in the semi-finals when he was 4-0 down at the interval to Daniel Wells.
$57. $58.
Slightly surprised he's played on this red, but I guess it looks to me that maybe nothing else actually goes in the bunch, which of course makes it less of a surprise, but
65.
you've got to hit these fairly cleanly. They can be missed.
66.
Well, I think he was concerning himself a lot with the
Mark Allen,
cannon there, even more so than the
66.
pot. To the point where the frame is not over, it's not won.
Well, the black goes in. Murphy needs 2 snookers, but it's not gone in.
Of course, the black will have to be potted with each of the remaining 5 reds, so got to get back on its spot to have any chance.
Well, that should do it. He would have been annoyed to have missed that black, but a good 66 nonetheless. Mark Allen is not the sort of player who lets his shoulders drop. He is a fighter, and he's made this level again. Just 3 frames potentially to play.
7.
It's been such an exciting year of snooker. It's fitting that we've got another close final to round it all off. Shaun Murphy's coming back, but he's 73 behind with just 59
Mark
available.
Allen, 7. One.
Well, that'll be that. That'll be frame over.
Shaun Murphy, 1. Frame. Mark
Yeah, a
Allen.
little nod of the head. So Mark Allen has drawn level, having lost 4 on the spin. He steadied the ship. This is one event tonight that does not depend on a public vote. This is all about skill and nerve and drama. We've got another very close final on our hands. And it really is close. Look at that. Total points, 700 play, 705. So you cannot be split. Pot success, just 1% between them. Yeah, I mentioned skill and nerve, but of course a little bit of luck here and there also could yet play a part. That's the heady mix of big snooker matches.
Well, heart-stopping moment there, which not only do you miss the pot, but you see the red careering into the bunch. Has left a chance. That's the worry. It's not always the miss, it's what the red's going to do. And look at that. Good pot, but he's kind of lost the cue ball a bit. He might be able to cut it back, that black ball, which goes. But maybe when hitting a bit high on the cue ball there, didn't get the right amount of stun. It was a big shot, this. Is he on one? He's got the extreme left-hand red, which is not an easy cut.
8.
This always looked good. But again, this is not an easy shot. 3 in a row.
Nine.
We saw Jimmy and Ronnie recreating the famous Alex Higgins blue in the interval, and of course he was a Northern Irishman, Dennis Taylor as well. Mark Allen has what they had, which is tremendous fight, really does. Even when he's not at his very best, he digs in. Well, that's worked out really nicely. It would be a fitting end to his best single year as a professional. Started by winning the Masters. He won another big tournament recently, the International Championship. Got to the final of the UK Championship. Proving what I think everyone in the game already believed, which is that he is one of the very best in the sport.
19.
But I guess it's proving it with more titles.
20.
And of course, he learnt to win at a very young
27.
age. He won the Northern Irish amateur title at every age division. He won the European Championship, European Juniors, the World Amateur Championship. His very first match as a professional, he beat the great Steve Davis. In his second, he beat the great John Higgins. So he didn't turn professional intimidated by anybody. And he still isn't.
Now, and he's putting together a well-controlled break here. Cue ball's not really travelled very far away from his next red. It's what Mark Allen does when he's in good form.
6.
Again, didn't use a cushion there. Plays a lot of little stun shots and holding shots where he can down his next ball very comfortably without any real effort.
42.
Well, he has to go into the bunch. There's always an element of concern that you can miss the pot if you're thinking about the other part of it. No, not this time. Although the position is not really worked out. He's on a couple of reds, but both in their own way are quite difficult.
49.
And obviously played in behind the blue to the left middle. Got into it too much. Recovery shot needed. That's excellent. Just the reds available and now drying up one by one.
55. 56.
There you can see the total playing time has just gone past 4 hours. But in the last 20 minutes or so, Mark Allen has stepped it up considerably.
63.
He missed that red, didn't he, to the left middle
64.
a couple of frames ago. It looked like he was spent force, frankly, but this blue is going to be a frame from the title. Great response from Mark Allen, this.
It's only taken him 6.5 minutes, this frame, and he's over.
69.
As much as the fact that his position is so tight that
70.
you know, the next shot just in front of him every time. Bang, 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 frame over.
So Shaun Murphy, who won 4 frames on the spin and looked far the stronger player at 7-6, he's now under pressure suddenly because of this turnaround. Not just Allen winning the frames, but how he's won them. 66 in the last, and whatever this becomes.
Yes, and he looks reinvigorated, doesn't he? That's the other thing. Because he's a little bit lost earlier in the session, as we saw, not only because he wasn't putting a ball, but even when he had opportunities to keep it safe, he wasn't doing it. So he's on a run.
86.
It's a good time to come with a run. Because as you say, he needs one more frame to be champion.
93.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, Neil Robertson and Judd Trump have all made 38 centuries this season. And now so has Mark Allen. And what a time to do it.
101.
It leaves him one frame from becoming champion. And it leaves Shaun Murphy with a few headaches here. He's got to keep
102.
the Northern Irishman out in the next frame.
And 7. 109. 112. 116.
Yes, terrific break.
121.
Pretty good time to make one, like the century in the last frame against Daniel Wells, to get here.
127.
It's taken 8 minutes, this break. Nonchalantly rolls in the black. A terrific 1-3-4. His stepson, his family could celebrate the fact that he's gone back in front. He needs one more to become champion. Mark Allen's suddenly on a roll here in Glasgow, leading 8-7 here in the final of the Scottish Open. So Shaun Murphy, who won 4 on the spin from 6-3 down, he's suddenly on the back foot again. He's potted 1 ball in the last 2 frames. Well, we've seen so many finals this year, Neil. It would, I think, for neutrals watching, if there are any, be fitting to have a decider, but I'm sure Mark Allen doesn't agree with that right now.
No, it wouldn't surprise me, though, because it's been such a seesaw game. No reason why it shouldn't go all the way. He's missed that one by quite a way. Now Murphy needs to strike quickly here. Pushed it very thick, didn't really get the right contact at all. Played it well. Easy to get touch with the extension on your cue and the long rest.
1.
dropping behind the black.
Eight. Nine.
Well, always the reserve red up the table and going into the bunch. I think it was a clever shot. He probably played off the side of them. Get himself down onto that red. And in turn, bringing a number of others into play.
Seventy.
Well, I don't know if he's got the perfect angle on this red. The red below it, he might have to go into. That's really good. He went into it deliberately and purposefully. That's a great shot. Nice stun run through. Very authoritative striking of the ball. Got to do another one here. Well, if he can cue this one in and get on the black, then really he's got everything working in his favour.
29.
Black's available everywhere. So many reds that are, possibly get on where they are. Oh, wow. That is unbelievable. I mean, it's a strange miscue that, because, if you're playing a real deep screw or, digging very deep underneath the ball, yeah, but look, you're not doing a lot here. That's an odd one. It's a miscue for no obvious reason.
Well, the only good news, I guess, is that he didn't leave a red on from it, but still a bit of a confident sapper. He was going along so well, it looked a promising position.
Well, he'd actually done quite a lot of hard work there to get everything where he wanted it. As I said, I mean, some miscues, you kind of know it could happen, but there, you wouldn't have really thought he was going to miscue. Playing a little soft screw, nothing flash at all. Well, that is a big mistake. It really is. And there's a horrible feeling when things just become out of your hands slightly. I'm not saying he'll win the match, but he has an opportunity to get a long way into doing that here.
One.
Well, for once the keyboard went a little astray there.
Five.
Well, this is a chance to win for Mark Allen. Came here, I think, with low expectations this week. As I say, there was even talk of maybe he would have withdrawn had his first match not been on television. He's had a few drinks along the way, as we know. Bit of a hangover, literally, in fact, from the UK Championship defeat to Ronnie O'Sullivan. But get him on the table, and he really is now one of the hardest players to beat in the game.
Yeah, the pink's gone a little awkward, though, isn't it? It's not easy to pot colours with reds, the way the balls are set up. You know, he could do it on the blue, but it would take some doing, you know, to keep potting reds and blues and lower value colours.
$90. T4. $25.
Well, he has the option to go into the pink and disturb the reds around it here. Didn't play it.
Good.
I think the right-hand red of the three of pots.
21.
To the right corner, that is. And that's also available. The two reds are lined up. He's still got a bit of work on here.
7.
Only 8 points in front. Not finished right in behind the blue.
Well, he's getting closer, and although he didn't leave anything on from it, the miscue
42.
was a massive moment in this frame. It stopped Shaun Murphy continuing his break.
Yeah, played a good shot there to get him behind this red, but he still has to take all of the remaining three reds.
$43.
It's well played once again. Well, the black's never really been in play. I mean, it's up the table. He could have got in it, but he's taking it around the blue and the pink there. It's masterful stuff, this. Still more to do.
50.
Well, the pink is going to put him 27 in front, so another red and a pink or red and a colour of any sort, and Murphy needs a snooker. Well, he's missed the pink, can you believe it? Or has he missed it? Oh, my word, it's gone in. You've got to say that that's just cruel. Nothing Murphy could have done about that. And he's on the red to continue the break. And Mark Allen looks so
56.
sheepish about that.
Yeah, he needs the red as well, Dave. I have to say that is cruel. Because he's never going to miss that. And it's a match winner. You need luck in this game. But as skillful as it is, you need luck. And he had a big slice of it there. When things are going for you and you're playing as well as he has, you get the luck.
63.
Well, they were friends before the match. And despite that what happened there, they'll be friends after the match. Shaun Murphy has shown
65.
signs of a much-needed return to form this week. He'd lost 6 first rounds in ranking events before coming here. Had no form at all. Just had to sit and watch. It was the pocket as well he's nearest to, that pink was heading into. He probably would have known before anyone else that it was in. Fought back so well, didn't he, from 6-3 down to lead 7-6. Mark Allen, though, stepped it up.
72.
He lost that 13th frame and there were fears for him. But he fought back in style, 66, 1-3-4, and this
77.
winning break. Started the year winning the Masters. He's also won a big first prize at the International Championship.
$83.
And Mark Allen caps a magnificent year by winning the Scottish Open. And what a sporting hug between these two good friends. That huge fluke in the end on the pink, effectively won in the final. But it's all smiles between the old pals as Mark Allen and Shaun Murphy take the applause here in Glasgow. It's Allen the winner by 9 frames to 7.
It really was a wonderful final for Shaun Murphy and for Mark Allen. Firstly, commiserations on what has been a very good week for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, you know, big picture time. If you'd offered me this last week when I lost first round of the UK Champs, nothing to do for a week, come here, low part of my career, low on form, low on confidence, you know, I'd have snapped your hand off. But listen, once you do get in sight of the winning post and you see that trophy, all you see is winning. So listen, that's sore, but it's a massive turnaround from where I've been.
You must have fancied your chances because, of course, you know, you won 4 frames on the spin and then you went off for the mid-session interval and you look favourite.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I have to say, that's what great champions do, isn't it? That's what they do. They get in that position, they find an extra gear. I was 7-6 ahead and feeling quite happy with myself. The next time I saw a shot was in that frame just there. I didn't see a ball for 2.5 frames. Yeah, I miscued, but I mean, listen, I thought that was a great match. And as I say, that's what great champions do.
Commiserations. Shaun Murphy, everyone. I suppose the first question should be, how's your luck?
Yeah, it's the first flip of the season, but what a time to get it. But it's not the way I wanted to win. Look, we're great pals, and I didn't want to win like that, but I'm over the moon to get over the line, but it's not quite the way I envisaged it last night.
It was a strange old match, because at times you both got in, and you both did the business. At times you both got in and missed balls. This evening, going up to the mid-session interval, you hadn't potted a ball for 50 minutes. So how were you feeling going in at that break?
Great. To be honest, I didn't feel like I'd done much wrong. Shaun just went on one for a while, and he potted some ridiculous long balls when I had him in trouble, and yeah, that's just what he does. I expected him to sort of take a run tonight, and yeah, he didn't half. And then the chance I got at 6-all, my stepson would have been disappointed not to clear up from there. And yeah, I just hadn't had a shot for 3.5 frames, and then I get in and they were perfect, and I messed it up, and then I'm 7-6 down. But I actually felt reasonably calm. You know, at the interval, I just played with my daughter and run around the players' lounge with her, and you know, that's what's important. Like, missing the odd shot out there isn't important.
I was going to ask you, I know you're a family man. What's it like to win an event in front of your team watching?
Yeah, it's great, and all the rowdies that Ronnie loves are all over there. Look, my family and my friends support me no matter where I go. Their support is second to none. The Green and White Army strikes again.
And what a week you've had. I mean, last week, of course, sadly for you, runner-up in the UK, £75,000. This week, a win, the Stephen Hendry Trophy, £70,000, £145,000 in 7 days. That's not a bad Christmas you're going to have.
Yeah, I've had worse fortnights, but that's what I want to be doing. The money is great, but I just want to compete for tournaments. I know if I can compete at the later stages of big events on a regular basis, the money will take care of itself. So I just want to win.
And just finally, how do you rate your form, of course, going into the Masters next year?
That's the best I've played the whole tournament. I sort of scraped through a few games here. I wasn't quite at my best, but prepared properly for this one, and I felt pretty good today.
Yeah, can I have a beer tonight?
My wife's told me no.
But you can have a beer tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gents, your new Scottish Open champion, Mark Allen!
Well, he surely deserves a drink or two. They've both played their part in what turned into an absorbing final. Mark Allen might have to get a new mantelpiece, so the amount of trophies he's winning.
Please welcome your presentation party, Jason Ferguson, the chairman of the WPBSA, and Ross Chapman from title sponsors Bet Victor. Firstly, your runner-up, collecting a medal and prize money of £30,000, the magician, Shaun Murphy.
Yeah, Shaun Murphy back in another big final gives him plenty of cheer heading into the festive season. We'll see him again, of course, at the Masters 4 weeks from now.
And now your winner, collecting the Stephen Hendry Trophy, £70,000 and the title of Bet Victor Scottish Open Champion 2018, the Pistol, Mark Allen.
Mark Allen won the first trophy of 2018, and now he's won the last, bearing the name of the great Stephen Hendry. And here is the family, his wife Kyla, their daughter Harley, and his stepson Robbie, who's a useful player himself, by the way. I'm sure we'll join in the celebration shortly. It just shows you, Neil, doesn't it, the importance of confidence. You know, won the Masters, obviously the International Championship, runner-up in the UK Championship. Now he's won this one.
Yes, and he said he wasn't even thinking about this week very much. He was trying to enjoy himself, but he's found himself at the business end, and when it came to it, he was able to win, and he's a winner. And he's done a tremendous 2018 and will start 2019 by trying to defend his Masters crown.
Great pictures for the family scrapbook. His daughter, Harley, a little bit too young to appreciate it, but she will in time. And yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate the Christmas break, but he'll be raring to go again at the Masters. He's playing the first match on January the 13th against Luca Brissell. You wouldn't want to play him right now. He just found another gear, didn't he, when it looked like it was slipping away from him. Big effort this week from Mark Allen, of course, to bounce back from the defeat a week ago in that UK Championship final to Ronnie O'Sullivan. But he's done it. He's leaving with the trophy, the cheque for 70,000, and so much confidence as well heading into the new year. So we had a few shocks and surprises during the week, but in the end it is one of the authentic big hitters now, the world number 6 Mark Allen, taking away that Stephen Hendry Trophy.